Tonight's focus on the progressive push backfiring across America continues. We go to Seattle, where Stuart Varney points out socialist policies are backfiring there. Stuart Varney's comments going viral on social media. He's saying the liberal city of Seattle that their progressive policies are actually hurting the people they're trying to help. Joining me now, Cato economist Dan Mitchell. Good to see you, Dan. What do you think? This tax on small businesses and the upper bracket, I mean, does that ever work? We saw it in Illinois. I think 700,000 people left Illinois over a decade, right?
Two things to focus on. First, there's going to be a legal challenge because under state law, there is no right for a local government to impose an income tax. So maybe Seattle will be saved from itself. But let's say you have some left-wing judges who just magically decide that this is okay. The first thing that's going to happen is you're going to see some high-income, successful people, entrepreneurs and investors move out of the city. There are lots of places in the greater Seattle area that won't have this tax, that are just as nice, if not nicer, to live. And so, yes, I do think Seattle politicians, unanimously, by the way, shot themselves in the foot with this initiative.
Fallout from the bad Obama economy, minimum wage jobs treated like career jobs instead of first rungs on the ladder for people out of college. We have this new study on Seattle's minimum wage hike to $13 an hour, showing low earners are now earning even less, not more. I mean, did the city of Seattle do its homework before raising the minimum wage, or, you know, are they just pandering to protesters? We get it. I mean, we know that there's loss of jobs. We know you want to pay people more, but these are not meant to be career jobs, Dan. What do you think?
Well, even if they are career jobs, I think the point you said is the most relevant one. The study shows that low-income people took home less money after the minimum wage hike. Why? Because it wasn't affordable to hire them anymore. Now, I want to be fair about something. I like federalism. I like decentralization. And that means not only do I want state and local governments to have the right to do good policy, I also think they have the right to do bad policy. And so if Seattle wants to go ahead and become, I don't know, the Greece of the United States, at least it'll be a case study of how big government policies fail. So I suppose that'll be the silver lining to the dark cloud of Seattle.
Have you taken a look at Seattle's tax on guns and ammo and the fallout there?
Well, here's the thing about these specific excise taxes that just make no sense. Anybody who wants to can always cross a city border, a county border, or using the internet, state borders and national borders. And so if you impose some silly tax that's really nothing but political posturing, guess what? If I'm a gun owner in Seattle, I sure as heck don't want to pay money to Seattle politicians that don't want me to have constitutional rights. So I'm going to make sure to buy my guns and my ammo someplace else. And again, Seattle, if they want to be sort of a case study, a fantasy land of left-wing social policy and economic policy, go for it. You'll fail in the long run, and maybe that'll teach other places in America not to have big government.
It's good to see you, Dan. We love having you on. Come back soon.
Thank you, Liz.